Elections meeting. Excuse me. Today is December 13th, 2022, and we're calling the meeting to order at 8:35 in the morning. Proper notice has been given as required under our Ohio Revised Code 121.22. I'd like to begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and would like those individuals in the room who have served our country to lead us in the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
Thank you. Thank you, and again, thank you for serving our country. We have on our agenda board meeting minutes. Those minutes were from November the 21st, November the 23rd, November the 28th. Everyone has received their copy of the minutes. Are there any additions or changes in those minutes?
Madam Chairwoman,
Yes.
move to approve meeting minutes for November 21st, 23rd, 28th, 2022, pending any corrections or additions.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed or abstaining? That motion carries. Next on our agenda is the 2022 General Election Anomaly Report. Mr. Lenzer?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I'd just like to note at the outset that our Director, Sherry Poland, can't be with us today, but our Administrator, Chuck Eckert, from the Voter Services Department, will be filling in for her. As for the anomaly report, as is our policy, the Director and I have called through those voters from whom we received 2 ballots. So that would be a ballot that we received maybe by mail, or a voter who voted early in the early vote center and then appeared to vote on Election Day and cast a provisional ballot. In all of these cases, only 1 ballot was counted, but we do an additional investigation to determine sort of what the circumstances were leading up to that voter submitting 2 ballots. The report is in your board packets. For the most part, for the voters that we have heard back from, most of them had reasonable explanations. Sometimes it was forgetfulness. Sometimes it was confusion about whether or not the board had received their absentee ballot. There are a few voters who we are still waiting to hear back from, but it hasn't been such time that we're concerned about that yet. So we will revisit this at a future board meeting if we hear back from them. There is one case that we would like to recommend the board refer to the prosecutor's office for investigation. In this case, there are 2 voters who are registered at the same address. Based on the birthdays, we assume they are a father and a son. The son, we received a request for the son for an absentee ballot that was sent to an address in Green Township. We subsequently received a request, a UACAVA request for the son. The son is living overseas in Paris. We actually received both ballots back. The ballot that was mailed here domestically returned with a signature that matches the father's signature. The ballot that was returned from Paris was returned with a signature that matches the son's signature. So it appears to us that the father signed the son's ballot and returned it. Given the sort of the nature of these facts, the director and I didn't think it would be appropriate for us to make the phone call and instead to refer this case to the prosecutor's office so that somebody with expertise in criminal investigation could handle that first investigation. So it's our recommendation that we refer the case of Richard Miller to the Hamilton County's prosecutor's office for further investigation.
So basically, 2 ballots were cast. One.
Thank you for the opportunity to clarify that. The one we received that was mailed here domestically was rejected as a signature mismatch. But that signature matched, the last name on that signature matched the signature of the father that's on record with the Board of Elections.
Okay.
Which is why it appears as if the father signed that ballot instead of the son, which is what it purported to be.
It looks like it would have been rejected anyway because on the 11th, it was requested, and on the 12th, they mailed one overseas to the voter, which causes the request that came domestically to be rejected. I mean, just be voided. It
Yeah,
says original request
that's
deleted.
correct. That's correct.
So
Yeah.
if it would have came back, it would have been not counted anyway, right?
Yeah. The ballot that we are concerned about potentially being fraudulent was not counted.
Okay.
Well, it appears to me that it should be something that we should move over for further investigation to the prosecutor, as we normally do this type of situations as well. Any more discussion?
So the father requested an absentee ballot as well, right?
Correct.
At the same time, the one was requested for the son? I'm trying to look. I see he returned one on November the 3rd.
The requests came in on different days. The father's request came in on September 26th, and the request for the son that appears to have come from the father came in on October 11th.
Okay.
And that ballot was mailed on, based on the request that initially came in on 10/11. And then the ballot received, the request on 10/12 came from the son, right?
Yes, the son's actual request, which was an overseas voter request, that came in the very next day,
Yes.
which is why the two ballots ended up getting crossed in the stream.
So you say you and the director are asking for us to, recommendation is to refer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's questionable, and I think it would be justified to have it moved on to the prosecutor's office.
Madam Chair, I move that we refer this for further investigation to the county prosecutor.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Thank you. Next, personnel matters, pay in lieu of vacation leave and first-time staff appointment. Mr. Linzer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Under the board's personnel policy, certain employees are permitted to receive pay in lieu of vacation hours at the end of the year. There is a list of the employees who are making that request in your packet. Just request that the board move approval of the list.
Any more discussion? Need a motion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move to approve the request for payouts in lieu of vacation hours to the individuals listed on the report.
Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed or abstaining? That motion carries. Mr. Linzer?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Next is a full-time staff appointment. The appointment is for Jason Weaver, who is a longtime seasonal employee of the Board of Elections and is going to be joining us to fill a vacancy. He will actually be serving as an absentee specialist, assisting folks in nursing homes and those military and overseas voters. So we are very excited to have Jason join the team. Recommend approval.
Madam Chair, as is our tradition, I would like to make a motion to appoint Jason Weaver to the position as absentee ballot or absentee specialist.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstaining? That motion carries. And I always like to see, when we bring in individuals who are qualified that work within the system, just gives, everybody an opportunity and understanding that they can possibly move up if they choose within our system as well. All right. Next, Mr. Linzer, software management policy.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Over the course of the year, we have been codifying our policies and procedures and having the board consider and adopt written policies. The software management policy is actually a new requirement from the Secretary of State that the board have a software management policy. The copy of the policy is in your packet. Essentially, it governs how we purchase software and how we maintain it and when we replace it. So, like some of the other policies we've adopted recently, we are taking our current practices and enshrining them in a written policy. And so we recommend approval of the policy that's in your packet.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
Move to approve the software management policy for the Hamilton County Board of Elections.
Okay. And this is something, just as clarification, we are always staying aware and alert if the policy or anything changes as far as expirations and et cetera.
There's not a second.
Okay. I need a second.
Second, I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed or abstaining? That motion carries. And let's see. Our 2023 regular meeting schedule. This is a very comprehensive schedule. It's good that we look at the full year, the upcoming year of 2023, which gives us all an opportunity to kind of adjust our own schedules and calendars as well. Mr. Linzer.
Yes, Madam Chair, this being the last meeting of the year, the board needs to adopt its meeting schedule for next year. Your meeting schedule is in your packet. For the most part, we are maintaining the second Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. routine, obviously with additional meetings scheduled in and around elections in order to comply with the various deadlines the board has to meet.
Thank you.
Move to adopt 2023 regular meeting schedule.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? And that motion carries. Mr. Linzer, Hamilton County Star Program.
And this is one of the more exciting parts of the meeting, one of the better meetings of the year, when we get to recognize our staff who have hit employee service, public service milestones this year. Public service is often a thankless calling, and the people who do it are made out of sterner stuff than I think most. And it's always impressive when somebody can string together a long career in public service, because that demonstrates a commitment not just to the work that we do, but to improving our community and serving our neighbors. So this is a really momentous occasion, and at this point, I am going to step down from the dais, and we will call them down. There's a list of employees in your packet, and I believe each of the board members knows their assignment, and we'll call them down one at a time, and we will give them a pin. We're going to take breaks in between each group, so we have some employees who are being honored for 5 years of service, some for 10 years, and one for 25 years. In between each of those groups, we will do a group picture, all the 5 years, all the 10 years, and all the 25 years, okay?
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
We ready?
I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to start with our 5-year pin. First person is Yumera Savani, Communications and Compliance Officer. After serving in various roles in city government, Yumera came to the BOE to serve in a new role focused on enhancing the board's communications. She took on the task of developing the board's social media presence with creativity and confidence. Her work creating a series of Did You Know videos about various aspects of election procedures led to the board receiving not one, but 2 national awards in 2022. Yumera's joy is infectious, and she is great at boosting up her fellow employees so that they are relaxed, confident, and camera ready. When it comes to time to share their important work with the world. Congratulations, Yumera, on your 5-year pin. Where's it? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Next, we'd like to recognize Alex Linzer, Deputy Director. Since becoming Deputy Director of the Board of Elections, Alex has effectively promoted a culture of compassion, care, and improvement. His collaborative leadership surely lets staff know they are valued and appreciated and his office is a safe space to brainstorm. Together with the director, Alex has worked to increase transparency around election processes to combat misinformation. Alex is also particularly proud of creating the first-time voter bell, which is when new voters ring, the new voters, when they come in to vote, they ring this, and it's like a big celebration for their first time. So it's really exciting. So this is the Early Vote Center. We're celebrating also the milestone of participating in democracy when an individual votes for the first time. I wish we'd had something like this when I brought my grandson here for you, Joe. I mean, because it's a big celebration. So congratulations.
Madam Chair, regarding the first-time voter bell, I was voting this November and watched a first-time voter go up and ring the bell, and the look on her face was priceless. It was so exciting. And I didn't even know that we had this. So it was a celebration for me and it's a nice surprise. So thank you for coming up with that. I think those are the kinds of things that make people happy when they come in, along with casting their vote.
As they're trying to move things around, I wasn't aware either until today.
It's
But
on
I
our,
saw the photographs.
it's on our Facebook page with a lot of people that rang the bell
Yeah.
on the Hamilton County Board of Elections.
Oh, my goodness. Me too.
Want me in the picture?
Of course.
Okay. See, Mary's still doing her job.
Gwen, could you step to your left just a little bit? Thank you. Getting a bunch here. All right. Thank you. Well, now we move to the 10-year PIN recipients. And for those of you who know Todd Cooper, 10 years seems like, what, 30, 50, 100 years, right? So Todd Cooper, election specialist, celebrates 10 years. As an election specialist, Todd is a valuable member of the operations department, programming streets and districts, building the ballot, and overseeing the vote counting process. Todd is consistently thinking of ways to improve and streamline processes, and his commitment to his work is unparalleled. On election night, some of you remember, in August of 2020, despite having a 102-degree fever, Todd was on a video chat with the vote counting team to help ensure a smooth count. Around the office, he is known for his sense of humor, and he is proud, maybe most proud, to be one of the co-chairs of the Office Party Planning Committee. And he also holds one of the great attributes of being a big Notre Dame fan. So, Todd Cooper, congratulations, 10 years.
Okay, the next up is,
I think he's the only one with 10. Do we need him?
no, we got more.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Don't forget about the Democrats.
Yeah. No. I forgot to turn the page, which I'd like to do on the Democrats.
Oh.
Thank you.
Next up is Ava Pye, absentee specialist. Ava is an anchor in the absentee department, and her leadership was key in the successful administration of the Early Vote Center, during which over 80,000 people voted early, in person during the height of the pandemic. During election season, she manages a team of seasonal employees with her trademark patience and tranquility. Ava is known for her words of wisdom and for lifting up her fellow employees. Congratulations, Ava, on your 10-year Hamilton County Board of Elections.
Okay. Next, we have Raquel Burgos, Election Administrator in People's Department. And give her a hand. She's also served 10 years at the Board of Election, and she has served in a variety of roles, from campaign finance to recruiting poll workers. This year, she was promoted to Elections Administrator for the newly reorganized People's Department. Just as she always has, she has taken on the challenge of managing a new team with grit, attention to detail, and she is very detail-oriented, and kindness. Thoughtful and caring are the words to describe Raquel. She sets high standards for her team, but her employees know she will always be there to help them and to support them when the going gets tough. One of the other things that's not mentioned here is she also has served our country. So when you hear me always ask for individuals, we're fortunate because we have not just Raquel, but one other person as well, maybe two, who served our country. She's one of the ones that always leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Congratulations, Raquel.
Congratulations. Patricia Mathis, Absentee Specialist. In her role in the absentee department, Patricia makes sure the citizens who are living overseas, serving in the military, or living in a nursing home can exercise their right to vote. Patricia is always willing to step in and help when help is needed. Around the office, she is known for her willingness to learn and her unrelenting positive attitude. And she also spent many years over in the registration department, which she'll be returning to. Thank you.
And now, since he's been here so long, we might have to give him some time to get up here. So our 25-year pin recipient, Matthew Carley. Matthew. Wow, I don't know that I can say anything more to top that. I've had the pleasure of knowing Matthew for almost all these 25 years. I started my career in the county courthouse, and I've known you a long time. It's been a pleasure working with you. But as you know, he has served the voters of Hamilton County for an incredible 25 years. He currently serves as a registration official. But mostly his depth of experience has made him an invaluable and versatile member of the team, and often helping other departments during the busy election season. Matthew's coworkers, you said it right here when you gave him a standing ovation, describe him as friendly, outgoing, and personable. And he's a good guy, and we're lucky to have him. So Matthew, thank you.
All at one time?
Yes, I think we should.
Can we get everybody who received the pin to come up and we'll do one big group picture?
You don't want to be.
Yes.
Congratulations, everybody. You guys are the glue that holds this place together.
I neglected to put other business on the agenda.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, this is an exciting time, an exciting way to end the year for jobs well done. Not just those that we celebrated their tenure here, but everybody that's in this room and those that are not in this room because perhaps they're working or they've taken a well-deserved day off. So again, just congratulations to all the staff. Let's give you all a big hand. You know what I say, teamwork makes the dream work, and that's exactly what it's all about. So is there any other business?
Madam Chair, I'd just like to take this moment to thank my fellow board members, but more importantly, the staff. 3 countywide elections this year. One was a bit of a surprise. And as always, you handled it with grace and with professionalism, and the people of Hamilton County were extremely well served by the work that you did. I had a conversation with a reporter yesterday trying to explain to him the significance of the recount that we just did, and that over 15,000 ballots were counted by hand, and they matched exactly the day of, and then that was confirmed when we ran them through the voting machines again. And I was telling him that this is a significant story because so many people out there believe inappropriately and inaccurately that there are problems with boards of elections. That does not happen here, and it's a testament to the 44 of you who work here. It's incredible. It's an honor for me these many years to be associated with you, and we've come through a significant year, and you guys did a great job. So thank you. You make our jobs a lot easier by doing the jobs you do every day, showing up for work and doing it the way you do. And so happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and looking forward to a great 2023. Thank you, Madam Chair.
You've just taken many of the words out of my mouth as well, and just happy holidays. And also, I want to thank the gentleman that comes here and records and tapes our meetings, because he's been here most all the time, and he's here no matter what the situation is, no matter what the time frame is. And just a big thank you to you for the work that you do. We couldn't do it without you. So again, thank you.
And I would just follow up with saying that in the state of Ohio, many of you don't get a chance to go around and connect with some of the other boards of elections when we have these conferences and things like that. But Hamilton County's reputation is at the top in the state of Ohio. And that's because of everyone out here who works at the Board of Elections. And you hear a lot of things like the pride and professionalism that the staff exhibits, especially when voters come in here and they interact with the clerks and the registration departments. They really say that they are treated, professionally and politely, and that's because of the spirit and the culture that exists in this building. I know that, in a bipartisan atmosphere with politics happening all outside of this place, but internally, everyone here is focused on getting the job done, and they're trying to get through the election because it's grueling with the long hours and everything, and we appreciate everything you do. And I know all the hard work that goes in. I've been a part of that, but you guys are the glue that holds this place together. I really mean that, because Hamilton County is the top, we say the best board of elections in the state, but we're definitely top two. Top two. We're not gonna I don't want to disparage any of these other ones, but we're the best.
We are the one.
Thanks, everybody. Happy holidays.
Any other comments?
No other business from staff, though I would like to invite all of the staff and the board members to the break room after the meeting. We're going to have a reception to celebrate our recipients.
Okay, fantastic. And our next meeting will be Tuesday, January the 10th, 2023, at 8:30 in the morning. And you all as well have, as I said, enjoyable holiday with family and friends. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? None but the devil, because we're going to go get those donuts. Okay, that motion carries. This meeting is closed, adjourned.